It was always going to be an interesting Sunday when it came to the Belgian Grand Prix this weekend. With so many power unit penalties jumbling up the grid, Sunday's race was always going to be a fairly exciting one. I'm Ollie Wilson for GPFans, and this is our race recap of the Belgian Grand Prix 2022.
Max Verstappen became the first driver for 52 years to complete a remarkable F1 feat at the end of the Belgian Grand Prix, in which Fernando Alonso was left raging at Lewis Hamilton. From 14th on the grid at the Spa-Francorchamps circuit, Verstappen made easy work of his 9th win of the season and 29th of his F1 career. After winning the last race in Hungary from 10th on the grid, it's the first time since Bruce McLaren in the season-ending 1959, the United States Grand Prix, and the curtain-raising 1960 Argentine Grand Prix that a driver has won consecutive races from 10th or lower on the grid. McLaren started at 10th at the Sebring and 13th in Buenos Aires. In also taking the point for the fastest lap, and with nearest rival Charles Leclerc only 6th, Red Bull's reigning champion holds a commanding 93-point cushion over teammate Sergio Perez, who completed the Red Bull 1-2 in Belgium. Leclerc has now fallen 98 points adrift of the championship leader. He dropped from 5th to 6th after the flag had been shown after being handed a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane and making a stop at the death in an attempt to nick the point for fastest lap. Theoretically, Verstappen could win his second championship as early as Singapore in October. Leclerc, who had started one place behind Verstappen in 15th, was undone by a tear-off strip lodging in a brake duct, forcing him into an unscheduled early stop that dropped him towards the rear of the pack, costing his challenge on the day, while the Red Bull driver made short work of the field to take his commanding lead in the championship. Speaking after the checkered flag, the winner said, "It was quite a hectic first lap to try and stay out of trouble. So many things were happening in front of me, but once we settled in after the safety car, the car was really on rails. We picked the right places to pass people, and we could really look after our tyres, and that is how we made our way forward. After that, once we were in the lead, it was all about managing everything, but this whole weekend has been incredible." Less than incredible for Fernando Alonso, who is livid at Lewis Hamilton after the British driver collided with him on the opening lap of the Belgian Grand Prix. The mixed-up grid for Spa-Francorchamps, due to a host of engine penalties across the paddock, meant that after the run down the hill after turn 1, Alonso was second and Hamilton third as they roared through the classic Eau Rouge section and along the Kemmel Straight, following a shocking start from Sergio Perez, with the Briton attacking into the Les Combes chicane. Cutting in front around the outside, Hamilton managed to get half a car in front of Alonso as he turned across his former McLaren teammate. It resulted in the front left of Alonso's A522 colliding with the right rear of Hamilton's W13, sending the latter up into the air. Hamilton managed to land with a bang, controlling his car, and continued for half a lap before being told to stop, with smoke starting to emerge from the rear. Alonso was furious at Hamilton's move, accusing him of not knowing how to race in a congested field as he spoke over team radio. "What an idiot," barked the Spaniard. "Closing the door from the outside, we had a mega start, but this guy only knows how to drive and start in first." The early exit for the Mercedes marked a torrid weekend for the team after Toto Wolff described Saturday's qualifying as the worst in 10 years, while Alonso was at least able to pull his Alpine round to finish 5th after the coming together.
We'll have plenty more of the fallout from the Belgian Grand Prix available on gpfans.com and GPFans Global on Twitter and Instagram, and of course on TikTok as well.